Hello everyone, I'm sharing this video today to pass along some important voter information. This video is for the residents of the state of California, and more specifically, this video is geared towards anyone who has a prior felony conviction, or if there's anyone you know in your life that has a prior felony conviction and they're unsure whether they're allowed to vote in a presidential election. California law states that as long as a person is not currently serving out a prison term in a state or federal facility on a felony charge, then they're allowed to vote. In addition to that, once a person is released from prison, their right to vote is automatically restored. And this also means that whether a person is on parole, post release community supervision, mandatory supervision, federal supervision, or probation, they're still allowed to vote in a presidential election. People can even vote while they're awaiting trial. Again, the only disqualifying factors would be if someone is currently serving out a prison term in a state or federal facility on a felony charge. Other than that, the only other disqualifying factor I know of would be is if someone were to be found mentally incompetent. The deadline for online voting registration was October 21st. However, people can still register to vote as a conditional voter. All someone would have to do is go to a voting center, show their address, and verify that they're a resident of the city that they live in. And people have until November 5th, election day, to go register as a conditional voter. In my hometown, San Diego, California, the only voting center that is currently open is in Kearny Mesa, and that address is 5600 Overland Avenue, Suite 100, San Diego, California, 92123. If you or anyone you know have any questions about general voting info, or if you would simply like to check on the status of your voting eligibility, feel free to contact the San Diego Registrar of Voters at 858-565-5800. They should be able to help you with any questions you may have. This Saturday, 38 voting centers will be open in San Diego, and their hours will be from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., and they will be open all the way up until Election Day, November 5th. And starting November 2nd up until November 5th on Election Day, there will be a total of 234 voting centers open across San Diego. So you should be able to find a location relatively close to where you live to go vote in person or register to vote as a conditional voter. This video is not intended to sway you one way or the other or to be political in any way or form. I just want people to know who have prior felony convictions. I just want you to know that your past does not disqualify you from voting in a presidential election. It doesn't matter if your felony is 1 month old, 5 years old, 10 years old, 20 years old, you're still allowed to vote as long as you're not in prison. So I hope this video is found to be helpful. And again, if you know anyone that can benefit from this information, feel free to share it with them and let them know that they can still vote.